Hello, beautiful people. I hope all is well. I hope all is well. As you are coming in, please let me know if you can hear me. I'm pretty confident you can see me. Please let me know if you can hear me so that I can continue to do this live. So just like last week, 2 weeks ago, last week, just like last week, I have a nice little drive. I have a little 20-minute drive. I'm driving up to New Rochelle from Brooklyn. And I got through most of it. Like I got through most of the drive, so the navigation ain't gonna be doing all the things that it likes to do. Okay, so if you are just joining my live, my name is Allison, certified dating and relationship coach. I primarily work with busy professional women to move them from frustrated with dating to happily married. Thank you. I hope it's Kiana who says that you can hear me. Excellent. Thank you so much. And I have 18 minutes until I reach my destination, so I figured I would use this opportunity to do a quick Q&A. So even though I have like limited hand, eye, finger stuff, whatever questions that you may have around dating and relationships, go ahead and drop them in the queue. What is the queue? It's a little question mark. Somebody said they can't hear me, but somebody said that they could. So let me know if you can hear me, okay? Go ahead and drop your questions around dating and relationships in the queue. I have 17 minutes, and I can answer those questions for the next 17 minutes. Welcome, everyone who is just coming into the live. Again, my name is Allison. Audio problems. All right, let me unplug it, and let me see if that makes a difference. All right, Jordana said she can hear me. So, Jordana, let me know if it's like loud and clear. Is it questionable? Is it choppy? Because Jordana just said, okay, and Blue said, all right, so good, we're good to go. Go ahead and drop your questions in the queue. Let me know what's going on in your dating and relationship life. Because I'm driving, if you could kind of make it short, because I'm going to have to read, and I could always think and talk, but reading and driving is going to be a little bit of a struggle. So go ahead and let me know what questions you have. I am on a drive right now. I just entered into the Bronx. I'm on my way to New Rochelle. I'm attending a really special event. I'm going to put it in my stories. And so I figured this will be a nice opportunity for me to check in with you guys to see what you have going on, especially post-Valentine's Day. I know that there's a lot of pressure during the holidays up to Valentine's Day, so I want to know how you guys are doing, what's going on. Go ahead and drop any questions you have in the queue, okay? Do not be shy. Hutchinson. Ooh, I got to get over Hutchinson Parkway. Do not be shy. Do not be shy. Go ahead and drop your questions in the queue. Y'all are so funny, and y'all are so fake, and I'm going to tell you why. Every time I go live, I have not done a live Q&A on Instagram this year, for sure. Every single time I go live to actually interview someone, every time I go live to teach, every time I go live on Instagram, y'all be asking me questions, and it's not the appropriate opportunity to do so. Now, I'm giving y'all the time to take your Q&A, because my Q&As are on YouTube now, Wednesdays at 5 p.m. I moved them since last year. Now, I make the time to answer your questions. The other times I'm going live on Instagram, y'all got all these questions. I'm like, guys, it's not the question time. Question time is Wednesdays at 5 on YouTube. Now I'm giving you the platform, and nobody want to ask. I want to stare a little bit more, but I can't because I'm driving. So, again, if you are just joining, my name is Allison, certified dating and relationship coach. Whatever dating and relationship questions you may have, go ahead and drop it in the queue. If someone could do me a favor, because I'm driving, if you can type in the comments, dating and relationship Q&A. Dating and relationship Q&A. Go ahead and type it in the comments so I can pin it. So as folks are coming in, they know what's going on. That would be extremely helpful to me. Hello, Miss Nikki. How are you? Oh, also, if you are new to my page, this is the first time. You asked a question. Okay, I'll check. This is the first time you see me go live. Like, you're new to this. You know, you're true to this, but you're new to this. Let me know who you are and where you are from. I'm going to press the Q. Oh, all right. I got a question. Excellent. Okay. How do you suggest a person who has been single for over 8 years find a quality person? That is an excellent question. So, my first question for you is, right, this is, oh, let me pin this. Thank you. Pin. Okay. So, my first question to you is, why have you been single for 8 years? Why? And the reason why I ask that is not because I'm nosy, or I don't even expect you to answer it here if you don't have to. It's because that question is going to be asked of you. There is an assumption that if something is not in demand, it's not desirable, right? So if you remember back in the days when we was in high school, if you didn't get them Jordans the Saturday that they dropped, you're not finding them, right? Something has to be in demand in order for it to be desirable. That's why so many uncouth women go after married men. They are desirable because somebody married them. I want to know what's so fly about him, what's so good about him. You need to be prepared to answer that question. That's not what you asked me, but I just want to put it out there. Whatever your truth is, say that. If you are focusing on your career and on your business and on your education, say that. If you went through heartbreak and it took you that long to heal, say that. But make sure that you are prepared to answer that question because it is a really important one, okay? I see folks are asking questions. Please go ahead and put it in the question queue so I can find it because I'm driving and it's going to be hard for me to scroll up and down and find stuff. Okay, good. So make sure you have an answer. Be prepared to answer it because it's a legitimate question. We might not like it, but it is a legitimate question. Now, so you finding a quality person has nothing to do with how long you've been single. The way you've posed the question, which is, what advice do you have for someone who's been single for 8 years to find a quality person, is the same answer I would say, what do you do if you've been single for 1 year? What do you do if you've been single for 2 months? The timeline doesn't matter for your particular question. How do you find a quality person? So the first step you need to take to find a quality person is defining what quality is. How would you define quality? Meaning, what are the behaviors and traits that you would require out of a man for him to be what you would define as husband material? That's based on your morals, your values, and your personal experience. Everyone's things are not going to be the same. So my non-negotiables, the things that are absolute must for me, that I would use to define what a quality husband is not going to be the same for you. So there may be some overlap right there. Ooh, okay, I thought I missed my exit child. Okay, New Haven. Yes, so what's a must for you may not be a must for me. There may be some overlap. There's some things that most women like. Most women like, if you're a Christian, a God-fearing man. Most women like or desire or require a husband to be family-oriented or hardworking. But other things may not overlap. So the first step is you figuring out what is it exactly that I'm looking for in a partner and a partnership. You get that as a list. I tell my clients you have six things that are an absolute must. Okay? Do not make it long. If you make it long and ridiculous and you're creating an avatar, a person who doesn't exist, and then you'll be mad that you don't get the results because what you're looking for is perfection and it doesn't exist. Just like we're not perfect, there's none of them men that are perfect either. Okay? Cool. Now that you have your list of your non-negotiables, what are the must-haves that a gentleman has to have in order for him to be considered a husband material to you, you then are going to generate questions and paying attention to behaviors that align with that thing. So when you have, let's say you put hardworking. My husband, in order to be my husband, has to be a hardworking man. Well, what are the questions that you can ask? What are the behaviors that you can pay attention to that will help you to assess whether or not this guy is hardworking? I'm going to ask him, what do you do for a living? What is your schedule like? What are the roles and responsibilities on your job? That sounds so interesting. Like, what does your day-to-day look like? Have you ever thought about doing something else? Is there any room at X corporation to move up? Are you pleased about where you are? That's going to give me a lot of insight on his willingness to work hard, whether or not he wants more for himself, whether or not he's goal-oriented, right? So that's just the questions. Now it's the behaviors. All right, let me pay attention. When am I getting off at North Avenue? Okay, now it's the behaviors. When I call him on the phone, does he say, hey, babe, I'm working on this project. I'll call you back later? Does he say, oh, I'm so overwhelmed. I have this project that I'm working on over the weekend. I have this client that's really stressing me out. Oh, I'm studying for the promotional exam. Oh, I'm up for an interview. Does he do the things that align with what you're looking for? So step one, if you're looking for a quality person, a person who is husband or wife material to you, you first need to etch out, what does that mean? What does it mean to be a quality person, a husband material, a wife material? Make your list. I tell my clients 6. Actually, just yesterday I was on a session with a group. That's what we're up to, session 2, where we go through their non-negotiables. What's a preference? We misuse the word preference. I prefer vanilla, but I will definitely eat strawberry. preference is not a line in the sand. Preference is not a non-negotiable, right? So we get clear on those things, and then I give them all the questions they should be asking. I give them all the behaviors they should be paying attention to see if the gentleman in front of them is an appropriate match. Okay? So I hope that that was clear for you. Next question. All right, y'all. I'm driving a little bit, so I'm a little scared. Okay. I took a few months off of dating, almost a year. What is a good app to restart with? Good question. So people ask me about dating apps all the time. I would highly recommend that you go to my YouTube channel, you subscribe, and then you check out my How to Date Effortlessly playlist. How to Date Effortlessly playlist. If you DM or even comment here the word YouTube, it'll send you the link, okay? There's tons of videos all about dating and dating apps. If you scroll through, you're going to see right in the title, right in the cover art, dating app, dating app, dating app. Lots of content around dating apps and teach you, right? To teach you how to navigate it. So to answer your question, there's a couple of factors here. Number one, a couple of pieces of information I want to share. Number one, there is not one or three or five dating apps that are amazing. Now, you might see someone on YouTube say the top 5 dating apps. Yeah. That's clickbait. There are hundreds of dating apps that can potentially be good. It's not about the dating app as much. There are some that are absolute trash. I would tell you to stay away from, like Plenty of Fish, okay? But for the most part, there are tons of them, dozens of them that are great apps. It's not necessarily about the app. It's more about how you approach it. So it's more about how you need to structure your profile so that you are attracting the types of people that you want. Let me go through this very quickly, and then I'm going to send you another resource that's going to help you to really get into this thing. So, number one, have you chosen the right photos? When I work with my clients, I choose their photos for them. I tell them they have to give me a ton, and I choose from what they give me. 2 of them should be headshots where they are smiling, they are warm and welcoming. Top of your head to your clavicle. 2 of them should be full body and something that's form-fitting, not necessarily overly sexy. Just form-fitting, not a bathing suit, not lingerie. The last 2 should be action shots. Where am I going? Garden, sugar. Okay, I think I did the right thing. Okay, good. I did the right thing. Garden. And then cedar. Okay, and then cedar. Excellent. So 2 headshots, 2 body shots, 2 full, two action shots, 2 headshots, 2 body shots. Action shots. You doing something. A picture of you riding a horse. A picture of you swinging a golf club. Something that you like to do. You like to cook. You like to sew. 2 action shots of you doing something you like to do. Why? Because it tells me a story and it gives me some insight into the person. Okay? Then make sure that there's no language on your profile that's negative. It's not, if you're a F-boy, don't swipe on me. Nothing negative. Nothing. Why? Because negativity begets negativity. The F-boys will see them. They'll see their name, and you have now called them like Candyman. Okay? So no negativity, no negative vibes. And then make sure that your bios are short and sweet. Who you are, something you're interested in, and why you're here. The last thing is going to be the dating prompts. Okay, I'm not turning in. Am I? Oh, I guess I am. Okay. Your prompts, the drop down. Choose 3 of them. Make 2 of them light and easy, comedic, nothing that's heavy, nothing romantic. On a Sunday, I like to do this. My special gift is this. 2 truths and a lie. 2 of them light, easy, comedic. Your last one should be the heavy hitter. It should make it very clear why you're here. It should be something along the lines of, I'll introduce you to my friends if, I'll introduce you to my family if, the fastest way to my heart is, a green flag of mine is, I'm looking for someone who. Then you're making it clear what you want, okay? Don't tell them everything. Don't say, I want a man who, and then you go back to what we just discussed, all the non-negotiables, but you share a little something. So it's not about the app that you choose, more about your profile, so you're attracting the right types of people. But I do have a whole lengthy, well, I mean, it's not that long, but I have a more in-depth, is what I should say, some in-depth advice as to choosing better apps depending on where you are, because it really is a numbers game, and you want to make sure that you're on an app that actually has people that you can even match to. So if you click the link in my bio, here, I'm going to put this on YouTube as well. So if you also click my bio on YouTube, if you click the link on my bio on YouTube, it blatantly says dating app ebook. It's free. click it and download it, okay? If you're looking at this on Instagram right now or later on, you're going to click the link in my bio and it says like free or low cost resources. Click on that and then you're going to scroll. You'll see some other resources. Feel free to download them and use them. There's a free dating app ebook that will help you to choose a little bit more specifically. But again, it's not like, oh, these are the two and that's it. It's more about the way you use the app than it is about the app itself. That's like asking me, and this will be my last point on this and I'll take the last question. That's like asking me, Allison, which gym is the best gym? They all pretty much have the same equipment, right? Now, yes, are there some gyms that are made for women? Some gyms that have more classes than others? Some gyms that might be a little bit more intimidating, that might be for beginners, yes, but for the most part, gyms are gyms. It's more about your approach in, am I going to go in? Am I going to do the cardio? Am I going to do the reps? Am I going to follow the protocol? Do I know how to use the machines? Am I using them appropriately? Or do you need a coach who can help guide you so that you know that what you're doing is what you need to be doing? Oh man, I missed my turn. All right. So on that note, because I cannot afford to be any later than what I already am, it has been a pleasure. Thank you for keeping me company as I have now arrived to New Rochelle and I'm also almost at my location. It has been a pleasure. If you are looking for more advice, more guidance, and more support, this is how you do it. Number one, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Every Wednesday, 5 p.m. Eastern, I do a whole live Q&A answering questions for the free, just for you. So subscribe to my YouTube. Comment or DM the word YouTube and you can get the link very easily. Another way, if you need something that's more intimate, you need something private, you have a full story with a whole bunch of context, then you can book a one-on-one 30-minute session with me. All you have to do is comment or DM the word Ask Allison, or you could click the link in my bio and you can book a Ask Allison session. And if you realize and recognize that you've been BSing for years, and you finally are ready to get serious about your love life, but you don't want to do this thing alone. You want an accountability partner. You want someone who's going to keep you accountable. You want someone who knows what they're doing, that has the testimonials to prove it, and you want to get into that healthy, committed relationship, and you want to do so fast, avoiding wasting time, effort, energy, and heartbreak, then you can work with me in my 8-week coaching program, The Partner You Deserve. It is proven. You see the testimonials every day. So you can go ahead and comment or DM the word rings or click the link in my bio and apply to work with me as your coach. All right, beautiful people, I'm at my location. It has been a pleasure. Thank you for taking time with me, and I will see you on YouTube next Wednesday, or you can book a session on your own.